Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. I'm certainly glad that you found yourself here. And today we are going to look at some pairs for the upcoming week. And that's going to be the week of the 15th. Well, tomorrow's the 14th. Well, today's the 14th. I'm sorry, tomorrow's the 15th. So, excuse me. So the week of the 15th. So we're going to just check out a few pairs and see what's going on. My primary goal is to basically show you what I do, how I leverage the Simplicity trading system to set up my trades for the week and what I look for and how simple and easy I just set it up and execute, right? So if you're looking for simple, easy trading styles, simple, easy trading tips, if you're looking to reduce the noise in the market and the confusion in the market, then you definitely want to subscribe to this channel because that is what I do. I don't do anything hard, right? I do not. I have the ability to break down the market in very simple, simplistic forms, and my goal is to certainly remove that which is not absolutely necessary. And what I found over my time trading, about 3 years now, what I find is a lot of it is not really necessary, right? Now, I don't want to give the wrong impression that you shouldn't be learning all that you can about trading and all of that. You should, because that's just going to develop your eye and, of course, your level of understanding. And when you reach a point where you do understand the market, you understand price action, you understand price movement, you understand different patterns and different things going on with price, then you can start simplifying it, right? Then you can start simplifying it. See, I had to learn all of that stuff first before I began to simplify the process. And then, of course, the Simplicity trading system, along with the triple arrow system, certainly takes that to a whole nother level of simplicity. And so I don't, I just trade different, right? Um, I'm not a technical, I don't get into all the little technical words and processes and all of that. No, I'm looking for how can I get in, how can I get out, and how can I do it simple, easy, and stress-free. That's my frame of mind, and that's how I trade. And so what I do is I show people how to do the same thing, utilizing this system. And so this week, like I said, we're going to just look at a few pairs, and see what price is doing. And I'll show you what I do, basically utilizing the system. So let me shrink myself a little bit and move myself out of the way. Shrink and move. Let me shrink myself some more and move out of the way. Okay. So what we're looking at, let me also say to make sure that you look at the news, make sure that you have your FX book and look at the calendar for this week to see if there's any red folder news events, and you want to be mindful of the times that those events are taking place, because it can certainly shift the market in a different direction. It can shift it in your direction. You just want to be mindful of that. You want to be mindful of that. It may not shift it at all, but you want to assume that it will. Okay, just err on the side of caution. One good thing about the market, basically, is that even if price creates a reaction in the opposite direction, price always respects structure. So it will rally back to those to the trend and the structural areas on within that trend. Always. That's why leveraging, not over leveraging your account is very important as well. Utilizing proper risk management, very important as well, because you want to be able to handle the swings. You want to be able to handle the turbulence that takes place in the market. As long as you're trading on the right side of price, listen, price is going to respect the trend. It is. It's going to rally back and is going to reach those previously identified structural areas. That's just what price does, right? Okay, so what are we looking at? The first thing that I do is I like to go to the daily, and then I jump to the 15th. That's it. So let that marinate. I know a lot of traders, you go down to different time frames and they're breaking down what's going on. Listen, I'm not opposed to it. I just reached a point in my trading career where I don't need to do that, right? Because I understand higher and lower time frame relationship. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm not trying to really bottle my head down with all the other nuances that I really don't need to be worried about, to be perfectly honest. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm a trend trader as well. So I'm looking for that trend. I utilize a component from my triple arrow system, this big arrow, for trend direction. It lets me know what the overall trend is at this point, right? Doesn't tell me what price is doing right now because it could be in a correction, but the trend is what I'm looking for. And I trade with the trend. So we know that on Audcad, on the daily, it is bearish, right? It is bearish. Right now, it is happened to be in a correction. But this is really what I'm most concerned about, right? I'm most interested in. Now, the fact that it is in a correction, well, let's go back. I know that I'm looking for sales because it's bearish. The trend is bearish. So I already know I'm looking for a sell. And so I do recognize as well that price is currently in what? A correction, right? Which is a great thing because when I drop down to the 15-minute, I need the price to be in the sell zone because I'm selling, right? And the fact that I can see on the daily that price is in a correction, meaning that is bullish, is moving up, that's a great thing. I want price to move up because as price moves up on the daily, it's moving up on the 15-minute into my supply zone. Now remember, this is a daily chart, daily candle. And it takes this one bullish candle right here is multiple bullish candles on the 15-minute. Bullish candles are traveling what? It's traveling up. So it's traveling right on up into my zone, right? I already know this before even going to the 15-minute. And that's what I'm talking about. So it's not necessary, like we have support resistance throughout every chart, every time frame, we have support resistance, but I don't really need to go to my daily, to my 4-hour and my 30 and my 1 hour to identify what stage is price in. I don't, because I'm not entering on those time frames. But if you were, then of course that's the time frame that you would go to. Okay, that's the time frame you would go to. All right, so let's go to the 15-minute. I've already got the information that I need here. So I'm going to the 15-minute and I'm looking for what? Sales in alignment with the trend on a daily. So where's price? Voila. It's not surprising that price is there. We already can tell that from the daily, right? And I'm looking for a sale. And this is where price is right where it needs to be. Of course, there's additional entry confirmations that you want to follow, right? But this is the first thing that you want to be able to identify before you get into the trade. And so that's what I'll be waiting on, looking for a sale on CAD, and it is in the zone. And so I do expect for it to pull down at least to this area right here before we see price rallies back up to around about in this area here. Okay, that's what I'm expecting to see. Now, I also use my MACD. I have a custom MACD, and I have the MACD, the standard MACD, and I'm using this as well. So what I'm looking for on my MACD, first of all, this MACD right here, I'm looking for my red to be on top, right? Because I'm selling, and it represents, the signal line represents sellers. So I need that to be on top. And I also need on my standard MACD, I need my red line here, and this line can be any color you want. It's not relative to bullish or bearish candles, but the direction that it's going to really indicates what's happening with price. So it is actually going down. I'm looking for some space in between the line and the histogram, a disconnection, right? I'm looking for that. And the wider it is, the more volume or momentum you'll find. But the minute I see that, right, I want to see that. And like in this case right here, where it happened right around in this area, right? And then look at your MACD. You had your crossover on the MACD. And that's in alignment with this candle right here, right? This candle right here. And so this, you would have certainly got pushed back up. Okay, that happens. It don't always, but it happens. It's letting you know at that moment This is where, you know, bearish activity was there. Okay, was there. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I've studied these charts and these patterns, and I pretty much know. I do believe, I should say, that this actually was a repaint. This big arrow was over here. I believe this big arrow was over here, right? And price broke this previous high, and it shifted the big arrow over here, right? And so that would have put you, the big arrow, somewhere over in here, right? So you would have been looking in this area right here after the big arrow. And so you would have seen that, okay, it wasn't ready yet, right? Which is normal when the big arrow first populates. It's still in the opposing trend. It's still in that trend. That trend is still pretty strong when the big arrow first appears. And so this makes perfect sense that it would not be ready at this point. And then my MACD here, as you can see, is in between, right? It's in the middle of the histogram. So the move was already made, and it was a bullish move. It's going up. So that would have told me that, okay, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. So I would not have taken the position, though the big arrow was here. And then, like I said, it broke the previous high and it shifted the big arrow. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, people talk about the fact that the arrow repaints and that kind of thing. It really, when you have the right rules, when you have the right rules, that becomes a very minute issue. That's a minute issue. And you have to keep in mind, too, that there is no indicator that does not have a repaint, because indicators don't move the market. The market moves the indicators. The key is to have multiple confluence, multiple confirmations, right? Not loose ones, but strong confirmations. And you'll find that will become a mute issue, right? And so I believe that's what took place here. Now, so what are we waiting on? We're waiting for our remaining entry confirmations to be met before we actually enter into the trade, okay? Now, so that's what we're looking for I'm looking for our price to push down to this level right here, and then I'm looking for it to pull back and then drop, right? So how would that look? What I'm looking for, all right, what I'm looking for right there. So after it comes down, so we have this point right here, and then I'm looking for price to hit this area right there, right? Pull back in, and what area I'm looking for to pull back in? Right around this wick action going on, right around in there, and then drop. That's what I'm looking for. Now, of course, it may not be a straight drop, right? The reason I say that is because right around in this area, we have a nice little pivot. Always look for market structure, because it's going to tell you what price will likely to do. And so I expect for it to vacillate somewhat around in this area here, maybe even pull back to this, slightly pull back to this area right in here. Now I am curious, so what I like to do is I like to confirm that with the Fibonacci. Okay, so price is here at this moment. Price is up at the 0, at the beginning of this move, right? And so right at this area here is right below the 23, but before the 38, right below the 23 and before the 38. So right in this area here is typically where you'll have some vacillation or price, pull back on you. Now, one thing to know about the Fibonacci key levels is that when price hit these key levels, you should expect for price to pull back a little bit, right? It's either going to pull all the way back to the next key level, or it will have some reaction, okay? And it usually pulls back from level to level. So that's what I'm expecting for it to push back up into this area right in here, and then drop past your 23 right to your 38. And you see right here, this is your 38 where this pivot is. So right around this area here, it can certainly break through down to the 50 and then pull back up to the 38, certainly. can do that as well. But that's what you want to be mindful of. And you always just look left, because what price did previously will tell you what it will likely to do moving ahead. But that's what I'm looking for Audcad. That's what I'm looking for Audcad. And then let us go to Usdchf. And let's take off this fib real quickly. Thank you for my subscribers. And for those that have not subscribed, consider subscribing. If you are, if you honestly, let's keep it real. If you are not profiting in the market, but you know that this is a skill that can certainly provide the financial resources that you're looking for, and you're determined not to give up, you just need help, you know, looking at the market in a simple, easy way, then definitely first and foremost subscribe to the channel, because I do provide content that shows you how to trade simple and easy. Now, you would need the Simplicity trading system, because that's the system that I use, and I leverage this system very well, and so many people are benefiting from this system, and you can too. And so what I would encourage you to do is to get the system. Now, I will have a link inside the description, and you can pick your system up utilizing that. Now, once you access the link, get your system, let me know, and then I'll let you into our private Telegram group, and that's where you'll get your handheld experience. That's where you'll get your ongoing training. That's where you'll get other resources. I'm telling you, that's where you really want to be, so that you can get the help that you need. Okay. And of course, you'll get your bonus triple hours, because this is no longer available. But for all of those that enter into the Trading Made Easy family, you'll also get that as a bonus, which is very, very beneficial to our trading plan. Okay, so Usdchf, let's go to the daily on Usdchf. What is the trend? This is what I do. The trend is bullish. So what should I be looking for? I should only be looking to buy, right? Because I want to align my position with the direction that price is telling me it wants to go on the daily. That's also I should be doing, right? That's what I should be doing. Now, higher lower time frame relationship tells me that right now we just started a pullback. Right, we just started a pullback, so it's in a what? A correction on the daily. It's in a correction. Okay. Now, if I am buying, I need the price to be in the buy zone, and here is the buy zone, and here's the sell zone. So on the 15-minute, I need price to be in the buy zone. Well, if it's pulling back, look now, if it's pulling back on the daily, what direction is it going into, right? Into the buy zone. Now remember, this is a daily candle, so it will be multiple 15-minute candles going in that direction. So I do expect that price would be near or at the demand zone on the 15-minute. And voila, simple, right? These are the things that I will teach you, how to look at the market in a very simple, easy, stress-free way. Position your trade and go live your life. Trading is it's not an easy skill. But it can be, and I'm a living testament of that, right? It's not easy in the beginning. It's not. And you have to dedicate yourself to learning. You have to. But the Simplicity trading system, and of course, my trading plan and how I see the market will certainly help bridge the gap and allow you to profit while you're learning. And I'll show you all of those things. So you definitely want to be in a Telegram group so that you can get that kind of education and that kind of support that will help you to see the market in a clear, easy, simple way. Okay, so I'm looking for a buy. I want price to be in the buy zone. Is price in the buy zone? Absolutely. And not only that, let's look at the MACD, right? So I need my blue line to be on top, right? To align with the bullish pressure, right? And I also want my MACD. I want some space between my line and my histogram. Do we have space? Sure do. Sure do. Look at that, right? Look at that. Look at that. Space, right? So now, and that would have been around in this area here. That would have been around in this area here. Now, here's the thing. One of the things that I do as well, and I'll teach you this also. Now, my volume indicators, yes, my MACDs are singing the same song, but this is the beginning. Remember, this big arrow just populated. So at this point, right? Right? So arrow here, this is where we are in relation to the MACD, okay? So what this tells me, because we wouldn't see anything on this side, on the right side, but on the left side, you can see where the bulls were coming in and they were building pressure, but it was still low pressure. It was still minimal pressure, right? And once you start to see more healthier histogram, which indicates, stronger bullish activity, and provided all your other indications are in alignment, then yeah, you can go ahead on it and get in a position, right? So right now, this is where we are on the 15-minute. So everything is primed for a buy, but will you take it? Absolutely not. Why? Because price is under my 13. Price is under my 13. So that's bearish momentum or pressure. I want more bullish pressure. So I will wait until price closes above that and then make sure all my other indications are lined up, and then we'll take it from there. But price is where it's supposed to be for a buy. Now I'm in alignment, right? I'm in alignment with the trend on the daily, because the daily is telling me that price now wants to do what? It wants to go up. So what should we be doing? We should be buying. We should be buying, okay? And now, there are different ways that you can actually trade the simplicity system. You can trade zone to zone. If you wanted to do that, you can certainly do that. Or you can identify specific take profit points, right? You can do that. So if you wanted to identify take profit points, this would be my first one right here, right? I will be looking at this area right here for sure, okay? This area for sure, and then this area right in here for sure, right? For my take profit 1 and my take profit 2, if you wanted to actually set it. Now, depending on your lifestyle and that kind of thing, or your trading temperament, how you trade, you may prefer to have all your parameters set and then you just go on, live your life and be done with it. You may prefer to do that. Then you definitely want to set your take profits. If you decided that you wanted to trade zone to zone, then what you want to do is when price gets in, you look at the zone, the supply zone, because that's where you want to start getting out. But look inside of the supply zone to see where was price located last inside of the zone. Like what was the highest point it was located, and then that's where you base your TP. So of course price was here, but we have this wick action right in here as well, which is also aligned with this one. So this would be definitely one that I would just call it a day here. And then you can even go up this high, right? You can go up this high. I don't like to play my zones, the parameters of my zones too close, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, keep that in mind as well. So that is Usdchf, right? That's Usdchf. And let's see what is happening. Let's go to a GBP pair. For those that like to trade the Great British Pound, let's do Gbpcad. Okay, Gbpcad. So let's go on the daily. Let's go on the daily. Right? So what is the trend on the daily? Make sure, okay. What's the trend on the daily? Let's keep going until we see an arrow. Bam, we see a bearish big arrow, right? We see a bearish big arrow. So what does that tell me? That the overall trend is bearish, obviously, right? Overall trend is bearish. And so what should I be doing? I should only be looking to sell the Great British Pound. Well, Gbpcad. I should only be looking to sell Gbpcad, right? And so again, let me just give you this quick, training here. Right now, if it's bearish, what's happening? It's actually in a correction overall. It's in a correction. Price is moving up, right? Price is moving up. Price is moving up. Okay, so that's a correction. Okay, price is moving up. There you go. Now, if the trend is bearish and I'm looking for only to sell, where do I need price to be on the 15-minute? It needs to be in my sell zone. Well, price is in a correction right now, which tells me that price is moving into my sell zone on the 15-minute because it's correcting on the daily, right? So I should be in the zone or near that zone, and I should be in the zone. This is a pretty healthy candle, okay? So let's see what's going on. There we go. So we're bearish, right? And really, I'm just looking for a price. That's all I'm concerned with is the price. So where's price? It's inside of my sell zone. It's inside of my sell zone. So this was a good one here. So price came up, right? Price came up, and then we rallied back down, and then we pulled back up, and we're waiting for that second leg. The second leg, because this just created what? An M. Okay? So we're waiting for the second leg for the drop. That's what we're waiting on. Okay? That's what we're waiting on. Simple, easy trading is all this is. And it's just how you see the market, right? And really, I believe it is just being able to reduce the noise and all that other stuff, right? We get caught up in, and when you streamline it like that, trading is simple, it's easy. It's like, okay, I'm looking at two things. This checked off. Put your parameters, whether you're going to set an alert to come back or whether you're going to set a limit, a buy or sell limit. Either way, and you don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk a little bit about stop loss. Stop loss is subjective. It is dependent upon your risk tolerance and all of that. However, you can use the simplicity zones as a measure for your stop loss. I don't like to go plain and close. I always like to do a little, give me some room there, right? Or for me, it would definitely be above or below your big arrow. Above or below your big arrow, okay? You would be in a much better position if you risk no more than 2%. Industry standards is 1 to 3%. I like to just stay in the middle. So, no more than 2% of your account balance, right? See, these are also things that, you'll get, training on and different things like that. We have a phenomenal boot camp that you can take advantage of as a family member, a grand fam member, right? So you can definitely, take advantage of that. Great testimonies coming out of the boot camp. So like I said, you just want to be in the Telegram group so that you can get all of that great stuff, okay? So that's what we're looking to do on Gbpcad. We're looking to sell it, okay? And let us go to, let's see what's happening. What is happening? Let's look at UJ. Let's look at UJ and then we'll wrap it up. But those are the directions that price is in, and those are positions that you can look to get into. And again, for those of you that don't really have a solid trading plan and you're looking for simplicity in your trades, then certainly subscribe to the channel first and foremost, because again, there's a lot of content there that will help you as well. If you don't have your simplicity trading system, certainly get it. Like, why trade hard when you can trade easy, right? So get your system, use the referral link that's in this video description. And when you do so, you'll also be given access to the Telegram group. And that's where all the stuff we talked about today, you'll have access to that. And I like to call it a handheld experience, as well as the bonus triple arrow system that I'll be giving you, okay? All right, so USDJPY, overall bullish, okay? So what should we be looking for? We should only be looking to buy, right? And see, this would be definitely challenging if you didn't have this system. It would definitely be challenging. So my hope is that for those that are watching this video that does not have the system, I'm hoping that you can see the value in having it, right? I hope you can see the simplicity in trading by having it. It's very, very simple. Our trading plan is very simple, and this can certainly allow you to consistently profit. Now, of course, there are rules. We give you all of that stuff, but it's just as simple as what I'm actually doing. Not rocket science at all. I don't have time for that. I don't. I have a lot of, I have a lot of fires burning, and I'm in the cryptocurrency space. I'm all about automation. I'm doing things, right? And so I, I'm not trying to be stressed in the market. And thank God that I've gotten to a point where I'm not. And so everything that I've learned, I am passing it along so that I can bridge the gap and make your learning curve, shorter, so that you don't have to go through the hurdles that I went through. But you would need the system, right? You would need the system. Okay. So what were we? USDJPY, we are bullish. We are bullish on USDJPY. So right now, USDJPY is doing what? It's pulling back on us, right? It's pulling back. Okay. So if it's bullish, then I'm only looking to buy. I'm only looking to buy if it's bullish, right? Right now it's pulling back. So if it's pulling back on the daily, look at the direction of price. It's going down, going down, going down, going down, right? So daily candle, lots of buying and selling going on in here. And this one daily candle creates multiple 15-minute candles going in the same direction, going down. So I should expect to see price somewhere around my demand zone. See, I'm saying the same thing. I'm not doing anything different. That's all I do, right? Voila. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not. It's just higher, lower time frame relationship. That's it. That's it. Okay. So price is in the zone where we need it to be in order to buy, which is the demand zone. Right now, we're in consolidation, so we're definitely not doing anything until when? Until we have a breakout. Until we have a breakout. Okay. But we do know that we're only looking to buy at this point. It's bullish. It's bullish. So at this point, you just simply wait for your entry confirmations to be met, and then you take your position. Now, I do like this space, and as long as it keeps that space, that's awesome, right? That's awesome. And of course, we have the crossover. My blue line is on top, right, for buyer's strength, and it has some space there as well. That's great also. All we're waiting for is, a breakout. Now, whenever we have consolidation, what you want to do is box it in, because you need to see what's happening in action. Let's start there. We just want to box it in. The high point and the low point. The high wick and the low wick. That's all we want to do, right? So I got it boxed in here. So if we don't trade consolidation, we wait for a breakout. What am I waiting on? I'm waiting for my bullish candle to break above this blue line right here. So in essence, it needs to come on out of my channel, my demand zone, right? And then of course the other confirmations need to be met as well. And voila, take the trade, right? Trading made easy. It's possible, it's doable, it's a reality now, right? And so if you're not having an easy experience, then certainly connect with me and let's get you on the right track. So those were my pairs thus far for the week coming in on tomorrow. You can set your parameters and, rock and roll. So until the next time, I'll see you all on the next training video. Have a great night. Bye-bye.